Happy Chainsaw Man Day! We are back once again for some more That Reaction with me, the Breakmaster. Chainsaw Man chapter 197. We're going in. Welcome to Go Sad. Welcome to Desto. I saw, and I do got comments on that. We will be talking about that freaking volume cover once we get done reading the chapter. But I'm glad we got another one. And it's also nice to see a certain somebody actually on there. There we go. But it's not fake though, Ghost Half. It's not fake. I saw something over on Twitter, giving us like a fake like volume cover, which is why I knew it dropped in the first place, because you suckers out here making up different art, which is, you know, it was annoying. But that's besides the point. Y'all know where to read this. Go to your sites, read with me. If you already read it, hold off on talking about it until we get done with the reaction and then we have the discussion portion for the stream. You already know, okay? Big Woe, welcome in. So let's go ahead and get this thing going. Thank you. Chainsaw Man chapter 197. 3 seconds. Interesting. Okay, so we see this fake Saw Man is encountering with the Death Devil. Either the Death Devil deals with this like in 3 seconds, or the Chainsaw Devil finds a way to beat the Death Devil here. Maybe I don't know. That's a very odd title for it to be just called 3 seconds. I'm assuming something fast is about to happen though. That's the main thing here. All right, bodies are gonna hit the floor. Speaking of 3 seconds, how was rant to get? It was not all right. Go second out with that. It was good though. All right. Also, movie has a release date for September the 19th. Okay, bet. Finally. I look forward to this. I look forward to this movie when it comes out. Will it be in theaters though? Happens 7 out of 10 devils. they don't last long. So choose the devil wisely. All right, let's stop. Taichi Fujimoto. Chainsaw Man or not? Don't worry, young man. I'm gonna rescue you. I'm gonna rescue you now. He's very enthusiastic about, saving people. He's very happy to be able to be of service to others. That's what this man wants. That's Japanese release date. No one. Oh, look, Desto, brother. If it's releasing somewhere, it's releasing everywhere, brother. Come on, man. I mean, at the same time, we've ran into situations where movies will come out, right? And we just won't see the light of day until months later. So it's not impossible. So I'm hoping that they have something for us too. That'd be nice. All right, we're fans here as well. I'm just saying. She's just kidding around. And he does not care. He's jumping in. And she's tearing up. Show me what you've got. Okay, she's ready to go. She swung once. I hear a bzzz. Her hands are off. Okay, but she didn't care because she's going around with a kick. Kicks him. It looked like that did nothing. Okay. Well, that's about as good as I thought I was gonna get. I mean, I didn't know what she had, but I could tell she grossly underestimated her opponent, and that kind of backfired on her. But she's a devil, so she should be fine. I mean, depending on the level of this, but if this is the true Death Devil, right? These type of wounds wouldn't kill her. So, like, I don't know how she's gonna get out of this or get back up, but she is here, and yeah. Very hard look back was fine before it came out internationally. Look, don't talk about those days, man. Let's not talk about those days. It's a good 5 months. It took a freaking minute. I remember I was trying to watch freaking the Mugen. No, was it Mugen Train? I think it was Mugen Train. It was a Demon Slayer movie. It took forever for it to freaking finally come out over here, and it was not easy. No, it wasn't Demon Slayer. No, it was JJK's movie. Jujutsu Kaisen's movie took like 5 or 6 months before it even got over here. Now I remember. It's freaking bullcrap. Yeah, you're seeing a live decapitation in your face. I wouldn't want to be you. Huh? That was easy. Was she really the right girl? Oh, so okay, he had a target on her. Interesting. Yeah, that's true. Yep. Yeah. You never you never steered me wrong before. Interesting. Wait, is he talking to somebody like inside him or something? What's going on here? I'm Chainsaw Man, devil-killing avatar of justice. The fact that he calls himself an avatar also kind of implies the fact that he ain't the real deal. All right, like Denji wouldn't say this. This is not something he would do. Very interesting, though. Very interesting. I have a theory about the Death Devil later. All right, bet. I look forward to what you got. It's my job to stop the coming prophecies of Nostradamus. Interesting. This girl was an evil devil partly responsible for destruction. Wait, partially? Oh, partly responsible for destruction. Interesting. So it's not the full destruction. Wait, well, hold on a minute. So what? So there's something else going on here. Is she not the one? Interesting. He says I think it could be a hive mind situation with the Chainsaw Man. I think so. I don't even think it's the Chainsaw Man people unless it's part of Justice Devil's like ability or the Fire Devil, or which one you want to call it. Because I still assume this is what this guy is. Like at the end of the day, he got it's the same thing with Yuko. Yuko's abilities transform over time, and abilities in their body and their form looks way different. Like we were talking about before. So I'm under the impression that's pretty much what's going on here. So maybe there is some type of way where he's constantly still in contact with the Justice Devil. And maybe I guess Justice Devil's doing the same thing with those Chainsaw Man dudes, which is why they're all connected as well. So if it's a hive mind, that means he has information all over the place. That's pretty interesting, actually. Very powerful even, actually. What? What are you talking about? She was just a cranky, weird kid, that's all! No, we don't make mistakes. Interesting. Yeah, he says we. He's like, this guy's freaking Venom? We are Venom. Welcome to my avatar. I'm gonna stop. All right, just Devil thing is getting a little confusing. I mean, how so? Our fake Saw Man is talking to other fake Saw Man, or the Justice Devil. Also interesting, he refers to the Justice Devil and not the Fire Devil. As I said, that thing is kind of weird in general. All right, died during the he didn't die. When was that? I don't remember him dying. I don't recall the Justice Devil dying. What are you talking about? Okay, let me see. Because the Justice Devil's inside me, and I'm Chainsaw Man. Well, there it is. The Justice Devil's inside him. Pause. I mean, there's a lot of things going on here. I mean, did it actually die? This is a devil we're talking about. So like, I don't recall it actually dying. Is the thing here. You need to show me that. Could you show me that? Because I don't recall it. Like they never specified it dying. Is the thing here. Damn it! Why does no one even listen to me? What the heck? Okay. So her hand's moving. She got her hand on his leg. Sucker says, "Look out." Oh. Well, see, this is what I thought she can do. Okay. That makes sense. Like, I figured as much that she can, like, this is like a Shigaraki effect, where she touches you, she can, like, drain you, basically, of your life force. That's ultimately what this is. I'm under the impression, anyways. It's not like she's drinking the blood or anything. I think it's the life force of this person and vastly ages this man up and dies or something, right? But regardless, that's what's keeping her being able to fight back. She's putting herself back together. See, I told you so. She absorbed your life to rise from the dead. She's a devil after all. Interesting. There's a devil threw up Denji and Fall Devil flattened. Yeah, but I don't think he died though. That's what I'm saying. I don't think this was that weird caterpillar thing working with Fallen Devil. Is that? Yeah, it's not the one that's been pulling the string at school. Yeah, that's not the same. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, that's not the same sucker. Like, I'm like, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I do remember the caterpillar dude, but I thought I was under the impression that that's not the same guy. Is the thing here, especially considering what's been going on with this guy's inner working of abilities. But that's why I see why you're saying it's confusing, because Justice Devil slash the Fire Devil are like the same thing supposedly, but I'm not sure. Because maybe the Fire Devil's technically the one doing this, but he's referring himself as the Justice Devil. This is a little confusing. This is a little confusing. Interesting though. Okay. Your center of gravity and Lord, your body stance. You dabble in karate and just what the heck, a smattering of boxing, right? She's analyzing the enemy, huh? Just from that little bit of interesting. Judging from the meaningless leap when you arrived and the monotonous close combat, you can probably only attack physically based on that analysis. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. This girl's actually literally analyzing her opponent. She's freaking Shikamaru. She's Shikamaru Nara. She might have freaking like 20 plans up her sleeve right now as we speak and trying to find a way to defeat this man. Oh, that's interesting for one of the sisters to do. See, didn't we say like, I think like Family might be the more calculating one? No, she, like apparently the Davido is very calculating. She's the one that's doing this. That's a problem. That's actually a problem. She's putting more thought into her combat abilities and what's going on. She's going to be harder to defeat than what we think, honestly. The fact that she's actually this smart about it, you know what I mean? It's not the same guy. They said it was actually Fighter, but now he's calling himself Justice. Oh, that's what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm like, I thought I wasn't tripping. So I'm like, I don't remember him dying. Also, public safety is unreliable in the area a lot of the time, which is also very true. I mean, there needs to be some concrete information. This is what I've been saying about Chainsaw Man not really giving us proper information that we need to truly understand what's going on here. But I'm still referring to Justice Devil. Justice Devil, to me, is still around, only given the basis that if Justice Devil did die, does his ability still work because of that, or what? Because he's still around. And I know for a fact he's controlled by he's given the powers from the Justice Devil to do what he's doing right now. So, I don't know. Chainsaw Man, I will save you in 3 seconds. Interesting. Okay, so this is why it's called 3 seconds. She put up her fingers and she put her hands up. She's going in. What? It's like, and she just chopped up yet again. I'm like, what? Come on now. All right. I thought she was gonna do something, but no. Help! Forgive me! Help! She's so weak. I mean, she has spirit. She has spirit at least. You know what I mean? Like, at least she's trying to fight back. You know, like other people will be like cowering in fear. She'll run away. You know what I mean? Like, but no, she's trying to fight back. But like, even with her actual fighting ability and skills, it's not like she's really doing much. Like, you can tell she's just fighting like a regular person. Like, that kick did nothing to the Chainsaw Man. So it's not like she has a fake Saw Man. It's not like she has like super strength or anything like that. You know what I mean? She's not really working with a lot. Maybe she's gonna unlock something. Maybe in the next chapter. I don't know. I don't know what she needs to do, but or maybe she just needs to touch him. Maybe that's what she's doing. Maybe she's cutting herself up as a distraction so her hand can do the same thing that she just did to the other dude and sucked him dry. Maybe that's what she's trying to attempt. I don't know. This is they all have caveats and weaknesses. That's why I keep trying to say Makima was on a different level of what she was supposed to even be. Like, she set herself up so well, she was almost impossible to defeat. She just so happened to lose to the Chainsaw Man, right? To Denji. But like, she was on another level because she also had combat abilities and stuff like that. She also had like extreme strength and things of that nature, and vast agility and everything. Like, from what I'm seeing from the Death Devil here, she got spunk. She like Rocky, you know what I'm saying? You get hit, you get back up, because how winning is done. That's what we're doing right now, all right? Oh no, that it's fraudster. Give her a minute. Let her cook. Let her cook first. Let's see if she can cook a little bit first before we make that assumption yet. So it was never clear if Baron was the Fire Devil since he's the flamethrower hybrid. I don't think that's the case. A Fire Devil, like, he's a hybrid devil, so I don't think they would share the same thing. I mean, I get what you mean because he's flamethrower and everything like that, but I think there's a separate devil in of itself. I don't think Barham is that. But I mean, you're right though. They didn't really confirm it. But even if they did or not, like, no, for him, Barham should be dead, right? If I'm not mistaken, given everything went on with him. Granted, he is still a hybrid, so there's a high chance he might not be dead. He might not be dead. What am I talking about? None of these players be dying, all right, guys? Everybody's still alive. Darn it, God. He gets stronger when she dies and comes back. You know what? You're absolutely right. That's a very good idea. I subscribe to that. Yo, Desto. Yeah, because, I mean, that goes in the play of death, right? And she comes right back, getting it. What is she freaking like, a Saiyan? A Saiyan doesn't die, but if they're on the verge of death and they come back even stronger. So, like, the more time she dies, the stronger she gets. Like, that's going to be interesting to see if that's what she's doing. Which, I mean, it's probably going to be a while because this Chainsaw Devil seems to be pretty... I mean, as legit as Chainsaw Man can get. I'll give him that. Like, he copied the man's ability and did it very well. I mean, death got nerfed because so many people have become desensitized to death itself with all the... I mean, that's not impossible. That's also not a bad idea either. I mean, we don't... Again, this is one thing about Chainsaw Man's world I wish we just do better on structurally to give us understanding of, like, what the common people think or what they view when it comes to the world. It's not like they don't do that from time to time, but I feel like there's an argument to have that happen more. That would be, to me, it's to a benefit to the series, so we can have a better understanding of the structure of the world and how people even view certain things, so we can have better assessments like this to even talk about this, because I don't know. I mean, you would think death is like the only finite situation where everyone's a little afraid of it, right? But I mean, you're not wrong, given that the state of the world is freaking messed up, but they're still out here having freaking festivals. So obviously death isn't as pertinent as it is in our real world. You know what I mean? It's not as crucial of a fear, maybe, which isn't impossible. Like really think about it. With the world they live in, it's not impossible for them to not really worry about death like that. That'd be interesting. That would be a very interesting turn. But then my thing is, she is still part of the prophecy. This was confirmed by the fake Saw Man himself. And I'm assuming his information should be reliable, given that if he does have a hive mind, these are a lot of assumptions we're doing right now, right? And I don't like this. This is the only thing, I like this chapter, but like, there's a lot of assumptions. There's nothing concrete from what I'm saying, from what any of us are saying right now, because nothing is set in stone with what everything is going on here. But I like to believe what he's saying. And if that's the case, that she is a part of the prophecy in some way. So she will do something of some magnitude, but she's not the only thing, which is quite interesting to know, which means, are all the sisters actually the prophecy itself? Because, like, we already see freaking Yoru going in, and Yoru's going to be more of an issue than I give her credit for. So I'm under the impression that she was already going to be a piece of the puzzle that probably needs to be stopped at some point, because she's getting a little too strong is the thing here. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if all the sisters in some ways are actually the prophecy in and of itself. So I don't know. Hybrids never truly died, but last time we saw him, he was in pieces. Yeah, exactly, right? He was in pieces, but I'm like, that doesn't guarantee he's dead. So, I mean, that man can come back. I still don't like the dude, but the man can come back and it is what it is, all right? It makes sense why she's so weak, timid right now. Yeah, exactly, right? That wouldn't make a lot of sense. Where she's like, then she become more and more strong. Maybe her skin will be resilient or have resistance to getting cut at some point. Like, she'll actually adapt, like you're saying, and that way she can actually avoid having the same issue happen over and over again, which is not a good thing, because that means you're only getting her stronger. Like, the more time she's died, like, she's gonna get to a point where no one can really hurt her if that's what's going on here. That's a scary thought, honestly. This really needs a data book of Fujimoto, probably too lazy, right? I know, right? That's the bro. 100%. I would greatly, not even just a little bit, I would greatly appreciate a data book. To me, it's vital to the series as a whole. Like, well, One Piece has one, right? And there's a lot of like information you can get out of this, but One Piece does a pretty good job with building its world, and we know the ins and outs of it. So when we make theories, it's not a uneducated guess. You're not just simply guessing. Like it's an actual theory. With this, we're kind of guessing a little bit if certain things fall into place. Is the thing here, because we don't know for certain. Whereas like One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, they all have data books. They all have this information that's out there. Like, Fujimon, you need to do this. We need better information, especially when it comes to the actual structure of the world. That's one of my main caveats to Chainsaw Man as a whole, if I'm being honest with you, that the world building and just the environment of what people are thinking because it's something that is ever present in the Chainsaw Man world. And that's how you have devils come about in the first place. It's a structural thing that needs to be set up better, and then he just doesn't do that. So, you know, yeah. He has many data books. Yeah, exactly. It's another one of those chapters that will be 5 minutes in the anime. Oh yeah, bro. well, actually, Des, though, unless they want to give the Death Devil some credit or something, because it's not impossible to give some filler, like. Horty Jones, since we're on One Piece again, Horty Jones in the manga is trash. Did nothing. Absolutely nothing. If you only watch the anime, you think Horty Jones is actually not that bad of a fighter or something, because he was actually doing a little something towards the end against Luffy. When he literally did nothing the entire time fighting against anybody. Like, Zoro freaking beat this man in water. And it's like, huh? You are a freaking fish. But I digress. We out here going on to this other thing. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. All right. Gives you the book with no pages, and you buy pages as trading cards. So it's like, oh, really? Interesting. What the heck kind of structure is that? Interesting. I don't know if you saw this, but the fan base got obsessed with Death and the Bandit guy and made hundreds of fan fiction. What? And now he's dead. Dang. But why would they? What? Fan base. Wait, I'm so confused. Why would they put a bunch of fan art? I mean, the Death Devil's design is pretty cool. I'll give her that. She's not what we expected, but it still works within the contents of her character. And I do like her character design. So fan art is to be fan art. I understand that, but like, why we shipping suck? What? Like, she just got here. The Bandit guy, but why? But why? Chainsaw Man wiki, just the devil is shown as deceased. Interesting, really. Well, I mean, it's still wiki though. You gotta remember, it's still not factual. I can update wiki, so I mean, I don't think that's the case, especially considering what we're seeing right now. If the Just Devil is really dead, like I said, would the ability still be around? That's the thing here. That's what I'm trying to understand. Unless that guy's just like, yeah, he's calling himself the Justice Devil, but he's actually the Fire Devil, and he's able to do this type of ability, but he's still calling himself the Justice Devil. So to me, that's what it is. What's going on here, which is not impossible, obviously, given what's going on. But I just don't understand what's up with that guy. He's able to do that in the first place, because I thought that what the Justice Devil's ability is able to do is, if you have a strong sense of justice and you want to enact and do something, or if you're a fan base, or you're a fanboy of something, you're able to like become that, basically, right? You're given powers to enact your own justice. That's how I always assumed what the ability was. That's why Yuko was able to transform and do what she was trying to do between the school bullies and stuff like that, because she needed abilities and the power to be able to handle school shooting situations and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Like, not school shooting, but you know, the bullies and stuff like that, deal with them, have the power to do so. Even same thing with the dude in the beginning stages that we saw when part 2 started. He also had the ability to just to start transforming. That was from the same thing. So I don't know. That's all. This is very confusing. I'm not gonna lie. This is something that needs to be cleared up, and hopefully it'll be cleared up soon. I don't know though. One Piece gives you the book with no pages, and you buy the pages as trading cards. So that's let me see. Fan base loves getting attached to random one-off characters. That is true. That is very true. I mean, that's what everybody was doing. Once Fumiko even just appeared, I saw a bunch of fan art for her, and everyone's like, yes, Fumiko, oh, she's gonna be the next big thing. Literally, like disappeared after that for a long time, and then I feel like I'm assuming that kind of like died down quite a bit, given the fact that Fujimoto just did not want to have that girl have popularity or something. I don't know. The family is so weird. I don't understand why they do this. Like why? I mean, it is what it is. God dang it. You have to 145, page 6. Okay, bet. Definitely go back and do a reread of the church arc. Same. Like, I feel like I'm going to reread all of part 2, honestly. Catch myself back up. Only because I feel like there's a lot of information. There's a lot of things I do remember. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't remember him actually, like, straight up dying. Let me go here. It's at page 6. Find out if we identify this devil believed to have been defeated by Chainsaw Man the other day as the Justice Devil. That actually doesn't confirm it. Hold up. The way the wording is, any chance it's the fairness of equality devil? None. Its name is Justice. I stick my life on it. Which means that still doesn't. I mean, this person is trying to confirm it, yes, but that's still, because the problem is, hold on, I need to see like the actual damage that happened there, or did they just find the body? Because this looked like a husk, or I mean, there's a hole in it, but like I don't know. It's hard. I'll keep my eye on that. Yeah, it shows the dead body, but again, it's still a devil at the end of the day. The Justice Devil can still be around regardless of dying here. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Sounds more like they're just, yeah, it sounds like they're speculating the identity. This isn't really, the way they're talking about it, it doesn't sound very confident, or it's like, it's not confirmed in that sense. United 2 is dead, but Justice Devil ain't. What? Go Sav. What? Where were you? I don't think Nayuta's dead. I never did. I'm coping, bro. I've been saying Nayuta's been alive. I'm assuming, given what we've seen from Fumiko's situation, all of a sudden have another body. I have an inkling that might not. The head that we saw is not probably her. It's probably not Nayuta. So. Yeah, and catapults are known for evolving. Like the way, like I'm trying to remember. So what? Like, do we see him like go through him? Like, did they like straight up kill this dude? Cause I don't know. I do wonder about this. Like this, that could be the like the switcheroo on you that you don't even realize what's happening. So, like I said, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for giving the page number and everything. I do appreciate that, but I'm gonna keep that in mind because I don't think he's actually like truly dead. I don't see that being the case. I think he's still around in some way, shape, or form. So I don't know. I'm just gonna do that. You know, when him and Asa are on the chainsaw bike, Chainsaw Man goes, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, crush it. Okay, I remember that. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, thank you. That's what happened. I was like, what exactly happened for him to die like this? But no, I don't think so. Even if this guy's saying what he's saying, I don't want to do that. I didn't mean that. Oh, I'm almost in the stream. But no, even with that, I don't think this man's actually truly dead. I don't know. I think that's like the play. I think this whole arc, this whole part 2 is kind of doing. It makes you think people are dead, but they're not. You know what I mean? Like I'm feeling like that's what the because it's a reoccurring thing that's constantly happening actually throughout this. If you notice, like this is happening quite a lot actually. So I'm wondering if any of these suckers are even dead for that matter. So I don't know. I'm gonna just wait a second. Freaking Cap Devil, bro. Look, it is what it is. Look, if I'm right, you gonna be looking sad. Go sad, all right? Give Denji the Justice Devil head in a sushi restaurant. I'm used to it, bro. I'm just saying. I just don't fully see that being the case here. And when it comes to the information, honestly, within this chapter, this was pretty good. This was pretty good. With what this man's talking about, there's still more to the prophecy that meets the eye. And apparently, the Death Devil is only a piece to the main puzzle of the whole Nostradamus prophecy. So we still don't know exactly everything that's going on here, but like I said, I'm putting my money on the fact that I think all the sisters are going to play a part in some way for this prophecy to unfold in the exact way that it's looking for. And maybe Asa / Yoru is like the main head of this entire prophecy that's actually unfolding in front of our eyes. So that's interesting. Then just himself with this face saw man, it's quite interesting where he's at, how his abilities are even like active and things of that nature. The fact that there's a potential hive mind that's going on with him, that he's talking about we and not I. So like there's more going on here that meets the eye, and we need to see, hopefully soon, some actual information be told to us. Like, I want things to be concrete. I don't want them to be a what if situation or a possibility. I want them to just tell us what's actually going on. Like, it'd be nice to finally do that. And maybe this is why we're on 197. So we have 3 chapters left before we hit that big old 200 number. So we already know something big's gonna happen, and I do see it coming. The way things are shaping up right now, something massive is gonna happen for chapter 200, and I'm looking forward to this. Bandit showing in the depth. Oh my gosh, episode of action was sweet. Yeah, it was. The finale is going to be all the sisters in a free for all, and then you caught in between. I mean, honestly, yeah, it might, because again, this is something that was actually told to us back then, that the Chainsaw Devil had to fight off against the sisters back in hell. So we're bringing that fight into the earth, into the real world aspects. We're doing it here now. Different setup of devils, but still the same devils in the end. So this is gonna be interesting to even see. Maybe that was a foretold prophecy that maybe Makima knew about. Who knows? Are you going to be the forces together? That's my prediction. Yes. Look. You know what? I'm going to take your prediction. I want that. Boom, it's mine now. You never said that. Someone delete that comment. I'm just kidding. But no, I do subscribe to that, because I think that's what ultimately is going to happen here. I think Nayutsu's going to reveal herself, and they're all going to be together. And that's going to be like the end of the chapter. Just them together. Now you ain't going to say nothing. Just them together. You're just going to see them for all their eyes looking at you. Like, imagine that being a color spread. We're gonna be beautiful, bro. I'm all up for 4 girls and a guy, but we are missing a sister. Look, we're not missing nobody because she's not dead. I keep telling you this. You're gonna find out, Ghost Tab. I'm confident that she's not dead. Like, just because we saw the head here, look. That didn't confirm nothing. Especially with how Chainsaw Man is. We're doing a lot of fakeroo stuff, man. I feel like that's like a theme going on with part 2. I'm just saying. Think about it. Just think about it. Let it simmer a little bit. Let it cook. Okay? Yeah. We also got to see a little bit of what she's actually capable of doing, which ultimately, like, I thought she was going to be able to do. Because we talked about this last chapter, that her abilities more than likely is going to be some type of Shigaraki effect, where if she touches you, she can, like, take you out, basically. It's a pretty powerful ability. I don't know if it works on devils. That's the first thing, because usually these type of abilities don't tend to like factor in like the devil aspect of stuff. So typically devils don't get affected by these things. But I mean, you never know. She is the death devil, and she should be powerful. But I also like the idea that Desto has, that she could be actually getting stronger every time she dies, which makes you wonder. Because like I said, like, like I said, I don't know. I can't help but keep talking about this theory. But the more I see of the Death Devil, the more it makes me feel like Konobi is connected in some way with that character. I'm just gonna keep saying it, man, because I feel like there's something there, and I don't think I'm tripping. Like, it's only solidifies just the way she fights, the way she like the way she talks and stuff, how she moves her mannerisms. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Exactly. Des just got cut to pieces and put herself together this chapter. I mean, again, that's also that too. Very resilient. It's very dingy like, actually, from what you've seen. Because Dingy can't really put him. Well, he kind of can. If he drinks blood, he can put himself together again. Actually, so yeah. So it's kind of like that. So here we go. I'm just saying. Look, when it's revealed that that's where Konobi's contract is, y'all gonna be like, dang. Thabreakmaster, God, he's goaded. He's goaded. I want the sauce. Oh, get this man a 10 out of 10. God dang, let me donate real quick. I'm just gonna stop. Having a second form, she is nerfed so far. I don't even think it's a second form as opposed to just her getting her strength back is the thing here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, given what Big Woke was saying, that she could also just, like you said, like you're saying, like he's nerfed, like. It could be on the simple fact that people just don't fear death like that, which is weird, but they don't. I mean, they say I gotta make money, all right? I don't care about death. Like I don't know. Like I said, we don't. Like I said, that's something that's like so out there. I'm not sure if that's gonna be true or not. That's like the problem I have, because like we don't know when it comes to like the structure of the world and how people think that's what we're gonna be doing here. But this was a good chapter. It was short, but there's actually quite a bit of information that was in here. It was enjoyable. Does anybody know if we're getting a chapter next week? Because is the bi-weekly devil like happening again? He did put a lot of art and effort into drawing the fake Saw Man, right? So typically it takes him out when he has to draw that much. You know what I mean? Yeah, that dead is right in front of them. I mean, that's very true. I mean, that guy literally just saw the girl get freaking mangled, cut up to pieces. Not like he wasn't like affected, or like his reaction could have been worse or should have been worse if you think about it, right? Like if you see somebody literally be dismembered in front of you, typically you see like when all that blood's there, you see them like throw up and like, you know what I mean? Like they can't handle what that is. He just said, I mean, he's still talking. He's just like, no one's even listening to me. Like he's, you know what I mean? He's like, he's not even acknowledging that fact that just happened there. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, hold on. Kind of makes you wonder how everybody else like how they react to stuff like this. Not public safety people, but like regular like students and just regular civilians. You know what I mean? I mean, you see the school teacher, and he was just like, "Look, we gotta still freaking do this festival regardless." But no, he didn't even say that. You don't understand why we're still doing it, but the kids want to do it. But I don't know. It's very interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah. I gotta look at the volume too. So our theory that fake Saul is the body that got blasted to space when it's controlled by the blood devil. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna reread that. Excuse me? What? Fake Saul is the body that got blasted to space. Yeah, we talked about that. What is controlled by the blood devil who used its blood. Why the blood devil got me? What? That's what threw me off. Like that. What? I don't know about that theory. I don't know about that one. That's doing too much. I mean, I do want to subscribe to the thought that this is like the husk of what's up there in space, and he was able to like take that, and it's like, yes, like he's the true fanboy of Chainsaw Man, right? So if you were to get that husk, that would only solidify him wanting to become Chainsaw Man even more, right? And maybe that's when, like, maybe even the Just Devil, Fire Devil gave that to him, and he said, do you really want to become Chainsaw Man? I can tell you are a massive fan and you want to do this. Do you want this? And he's like, yes! And he finally did it, right? Like, maybe that's what's going on here. I can see that being the case here. Only problem with that theory is power used the blood after the body got blasted to space, so it's kind of, yeah, it wouldn't work. I mean, it's also space as well, like, the blood is no longer in like liquid. I don't know how it works. I was gonna say like all those other, you know, real life aspects that how space works and everything, but like this is freaking manga. Like let me not do this because that's not indicative to what Fujimoto would want to do. You never know. You never freaking know. So let's actually, before we end this, let me see. I can grab this right. There we go. That actually came up a lot quicker than I thought. But we can look at this real quick, because we have the volume cover. Look at this. It's quite interesting to see. But what's interesting about this one is that we have Asa. This is Asa on the scene here. This is not Yoru, because you don't see the marks on the face. And you see her face, like she is. It almost feels like she's kind of not there. Like, I don't know, something like again, like I feel like she's like a shell of her former self, like she's kind of hollow. And like even like being in closed doors like this, could mean like she's just kind of trapped, and that's why the moonlight kind of hitting her. You know what I mean? I think people just want power. I think so too. I think people just want power involved, and so they're just trying to make up anything. Cause I don't see how that's gonna work. Oh, I mean, well, I don't know. I don't know, Desto. I only say I don't know only because it's hard to tell with the lighting. The lighting makes everything blue. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you look at this, I don't know if that's actually confirming if her eyes are actually blue or not. That's only because of the way the lighting is. And it's dark. So, I can see why you would think that. But I don't know for a fact. It's another thing that we just don't do. Yeah. As far as informed how many people die by a devil, which shows how people don't care that people are dying, saying for previous chapters, where it was on fire and people just move on with their... I mean, that's very true. That is very true. That's why I'm like, it's not impossible for her to actually just be weak. Like, it's not shocking necessarily. I guess, because like the impression that I'm pretty sure everyone had for the Death Devil is that this is the strongest devil that's out there. So Fujimoto Pai was like, all right, bet. Let me show you, actually, she's actually one of the weakest ones in comparison to everybody else. I can see him doing that to do a bit of a bait and switch. But we all know she's going to still do something. She's not that weak, okay? Okay, new Chainsaw Man chapter next week? All right, bet. The color images we have seen about her eyes were blacked out. That is true. So I'm looking at I have the mangas here, so I'm like, let me look. Because, like, it's like, yeah. I guess. I don't know. I feel like the color is a thing here. I don't know, man. Lack of color pages for part 2. That's also true. You know, yeah, you're right. Because the fact that he be taking breaks all the time, you would think he'd give you like a color page spread or something at some point. But he hasn't been doing that for a while. Again, this is why I'm expecting chapter 200, we're going to get something like that. I like to think so anyways. I'd be surprised if he doesn't give us like a color spread of something. Of maybe the 4 sisters. That would be a nice little tidbit spoiler, but like be nice to actually have. To confirm the color scheme of all the characters. The Fair's plan is to nerf the Death Devil by making people miserable and getting numb to dying. I mean, she did actually... she was the one enacting. That's not a bad idea. That could be what... That could be something. If the world is in constant, like, strife, I think it becomes more to that point where you get more numb to the situation at hand. It's just enough danger that you could die at any moment, but you still have to push forward regardless. So are you going to sit there and be afraid, or are you going to keep moving forward? Tatakaye. I that's not a bad idea. Maybe that's what's going on here. It's on the back on volume 12. All right, I see it right here. Let me Okay, well, see this one, you can see a hint of blue in it actually. Yeah, you can see a hint of blue in her eyes. So yeah, her eyes are like I wouldn't even say they're like they're unusual blue. They're not a usual like striking blue color. It's more there's not a lot of saturation in the eyes. If you know what I mean. Like it's like more of like a sky blue situation that she has in her eyes. But yeah, so I see what you mean though. I was looking at it. Yeah, her eyes are blue actually. Okay. Her eyes are definitely blue. Oh, we'll be getting that by the way. But yeah. Okay, that's what I mean. Again, I didn't want to say it because like the only problem that we're having here, it's very blue tone heavy. it's hard to tell if that's just how our eyes look, or if it's just the color scheme that he decided to go with when it comes to this. You know what I mean? Like it's not impossible. That's about 12 cover. It's pretty strong red color. Yeah, I mean, again, look, man, look, I mess with this one. It's nice, man. It's nice. But all right. I think that's everything we need to talk about here. I think so. Unless y'all had any other extra theories about Asa and this cover here. But with her being on the cover doesn't mean that her death is. Hey, whoa, buddy, whoa, whoa. You're probably right. Look, I don't expect Asa to live through all this. Unfortunately, the way things are looking in her situation, she has a very high chance of getting taken out. I'm sorry. Like, there's not much I can say about this, unfortunately. And yes, the score, you're gonna 8-8. I'm gonna give it 8 as well. Honestly, this was a good chapter. Though it was short, it was a good chapter. It presented a lot of different information, and a lot of just things to talk about and theorize, because that's what we're talking about right now, right? So when we have chapters like this, we have longer streams. When we have longer streams, this is what I'm talking about. This is nice. This is nice. So overall, 8 out of 10. What would y'all rate it? Please tell me in the comments. I like to know. With that said, though, I gotta get out of here. Give me at most an hour from now. At most. I could be on sooner. But we're gonna be streaming Kagurabachi over on twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster and playing some more Split Fiction. Right? Not Splitgate, because I keep saying that freaking wrong name of the goddamn game I'm playing. But that's besides the point. Look, Split Fiction is the game we're going to be playing. So we got that on the docket from less than an hour from now. But Kagurabachi, let's see what's going on with Kagurabachi and see how good it is. Unless it's going to start dropping the ball too. Unless it's going to start dropping the ball, because like I said, this plan that they got going on here, there's always something stupid about a plan every time they have a plan. Something's dumb about the plan. Like, why would you connect all the freaking Sora bears to one dude, and the one dude gotta be evil? Like, I digress. I digress. When did you got on Soul cover of part 1? It was Power died. He found out about his father. That's a please. You can't be dying this soon. That's not possible, right? No. Well, I mean, we talked about this before when it comes to Asa, right? She was seeming very weak at one point, and then Yoru took over for a minute. She pushed her out, so she did come back. But this could literally be her last hurrah. So she might be actually being consumed by this devil. And we might not actually see Asa ever again. There is a possibility that's what's probably about to happen here. It's not the actual physical death of Asa, but it's the spirit of who she is and of her body is going to be gone. So that could be what's going on here. Potentially. Yeah, seeing her dad, Oto-san. If there was any new chapter this week. You got a point there. I thought it was last week. Hold on. You might be onto something. Oh, okay. There is no Kagurabachi. He's actually on break this week. I forgot. Okay, it's this week. I thought it was last week he did it or something. Well, we're just playing Split Fiction then. Never mind then. I'm pretty sure it was on break this week. Yeah, I see that now. Reverse Denji, we don't see his mom. I mean, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. But all right, guys, let me get the heck out of here. Drink goddamn water. Take goddamn vitamins. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Also, like the stream if you haven't already, because it helps with the algorithm to be able to push it out to more people. So that, they can come in here and have a conversation with us as well. Okay? Please do so. And if you have any other extra comments, any other extra theories that you do have, I do read comments. Put it in the comment section below, and I'll see what you got going on there. All right. Until then, people think Asa might have some kind of reveal with the mom when she didn't die. That way it was shown like Denji did. Interesting. Possibly. I have to wait on that. It's hard for me to subscribe to that theory, but that's not a bad one, though. That's not a bad one. Like a pity kill, possibly. All right. Till then, people, break out the. It's a very big jump.